JoJo has fun. Hey guys, welcome back to JoJo has fun.
We're gonna figure out what's eating this lady.
So she's fine.
Oh, is she?
Let me talk to her. Whoops. Aww.
Your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins.
Hell yeah, they do. All right. So
So now we have to like.
no,
How'd we die last time?
Oh, we didn't. I won.
Oh, now what do you do?
I remember what the buttons do.
Seriously, we played like 5 minutes. All I did was went and peed and came
then
back.
in 5 minutes, I fully forgot this game, like in every way.
Yeah.
Did
Well, you
say
got
something?
so distracted by King's Quest that you couldn't just.
I
you
know,
couldn't
it's
stop
so
saying,
cool.
King's Quest.
Oh, that's a exciting thing.
I can't remember what other games we played, but they were all.
Point and clicky.
They were all like those games, like around the same time. There was one, I remember when Spyro came out.
Oh, yeah.
This is really ridiculous. Spyro the Dragon came out the same year that Cher's Believe album came out. And my friend who I was telling you about who got every video game, his mother loved Cher.
Wow.
And that album was played on repeat. And I didn't know that the Spyro sound was turned down. And I thought that the soundtrack of Spyro the Dragon was
fucking Cher.
Well, I didn't know who Cher was, and the Believe album was very different than anything she'd ever done.
Right.
And so when I heard Believe on the radio like 3 or 4 months after we'd played Spyro, I was like, what the hell is this?
Why are they playing the Spyro song?
Yeah, why are they playing the Spyro song? Which, by the way, I think the reason that they played the Believe album and Spyro at the same time is they go together perfectly.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a Pink Floyd
Oh,
Wizard
like
of
Dark
Oz.
Side of the Moon? Yeah.
It's like exactly like that.
No fucking way.
it
That's
was just
weird.
so perfect.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, like, actually, Spyro's music and the things that he says are really annoying. And I think that's why it had gotten turned down, is because they were like, fuck this. But then the same console and everything that the computer was attached to had a CD player. And so it was playing on repeat.
Just constantly.
Yeah. And so, and because when we would play a game, we would just play it and play it and play it and play it.
Hell yeah. What else?
Until it was done, you know. And it was pre-internet, so we couldn't like just look up how to beat games. And
you had to fucking throw yourself at it for hours.
Yeah.
And then those point and click games, like you could be stuck for weeks.
Yeah. Well, and he would get like a lot of the walkthroughs.
Oh yeah.
But like not all the time, because you would have to travel like a really long distance to get to a place that would have a place that you could buy walkthroughs. Like.
Oh yeah. I remember anytime we would get a game. Like, if my dad would buy me a game, we would always buy the strategy guide at the same time. Yeah. Just because I knew there would be a point, like, I'm probably going to get stuck. And I would like to experience the game and not be stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because after a while, you want...
Like, it's fun to solve a puzzle, but there's a point when you're like, this is bullshit.
Fuck this puzzle, yeah. Hey, look. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, you were getting...
Whoa. I was him the whole time. Okay. So right now...
Okay, so you're a little bit poisoned right now, but...
Smidge poison, but I'm okay. Hey, I'm doing me. I'm doing my thing.
Oh. So this is fun.
Okay.
So I had to...
The end.
So this game is fun. No, so I'm switching insurances. Okay. This is when we talk about adult things on JoJo Has Fun.
Kim,
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to monetize this episode talking about insurance. It's a little too risque.
I know. It's really bad. So so I got new insurance through my husband because it's a lot fucking cheaper.
All right.
And the birthing center at this hospital that he has is really good. So we were like, fuck it, whatever. I'll get this insurance.
Right.
And so, but the problem is nobody wants to take on a pregnant woman.
What?
Who is already, once you're pregnant and they've started your services, nobody wants to take that woman on. Like, cause like she's a risk at that point.
Well, yeah.
And they can't, so if anything goes wrong, they are going to be apt to say, oh, well, it was probably the services that you got in the first 16 weeks.
Well, also, like, I think it's a thing, like, gynecologists and OBGYNs, they get sued more for medical malpractice
than anybody else.
Any other doctor.
Yeah, because when babies die, people get real pissed.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Personally, whatever. I'll make another one. It's fine. But I can understand some people, they get really attached.
Oh, yeah.
I get it. Kill that bird. Anyway, so they wanted my medical records. I have an appointment, my first appointment with this new doctor whose name is Dr. No.
Dr. Nah.
Dr. No. And anyway, so I have this like the James Bond. Anyway, I have this appointment with him on Monday, tomorrow.
Right.
And they called me Friday at like noon. And they were like, "We would like you to sign a release of records so that we can get your medical records for this appointment." Now, I work in the medical field.
Right.
2 weeks is usually how long it takes to get medical records.
Yeah.
Not less than 24 business hours.
That's insane.
So I was like, well, I have access to my medical records. I will print them and bring them in. And they're like, well, no. It's not your patient medical records. It's the medical records. And I was like, yeah, I know. I work within the hospital system. I'll just print them out as a physician and bring them in. And they're like, well, we'd really prefer you didn't do that. Just sign the release. And so whatever. So anyway, so I signed it.
Uh-huh.
But I also printed them out because they're not going to fucking have my records.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. I looked at my records as a patient.
Yeah.
And when it says my underlying conditions, I have 3 underlying conditions.
Okay.
Hypertension, which is high blood pressure.
Yes.
Pregnancy.
Yes.
And drug user. It was updated. Drug user was added 8/18, August 18th, which I was already, I was like 3 months pregnant at that point. And it was the doctor that I saw for like my first ultrasound listed me as a drug user.
Why?
I don't know. I was like I like made some snarky comment. Like I was like playing the conversation in my head over and over and over again. And one of the things that I had said that I was joking about, I was just like, oh, like I could pass a drug test for the first time since I was 14. This is great. And I guess that made her, maybe, I don't know, like, but it was like she was such a stick in the mud. But then when I went into my medical records as a physician, which I don't think you're allowed to do, but I don't think that anyone from the Sutter Network is going to be like listening to my Let's Play, or your Let's Play, and being like, oh dear. I'm
going to get a lot of grumpy emails.
Yeah.
Hey, that was
Sutter
kind
admin.
of against the rules.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I actually don't know if you're supposed to do that. But anyway, so I'm like in there looking at my medical records. There is nothing that she wrote that suggested that I was doing any sort of drugs, because I wanted to know what drugs she thought I was doing.
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
And so, but there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, why would you say on the patient side of the record that they're a drug user and then not write about it in the actual like write up in the encounter? And I was like, now I'm gonna, because like that was the thing I was concerned about. I was like, well, now I'm gonna give these records to a new physician, and they're gonna think I'm a drug user, which I am generally a drug user, but I have abstained from drug use on purpose because I'm trying to grow a drug-free human. And so like,
I mean, you're a prisoner of your past actions, Kim. It's true of everybody.
But it was just like, it was one of those things where I was so butthurt because I was like, I'm actually like not a drug user right now, like that, and they like it wasn't.
How dare you?
How dare you? Currently, I'm not using drugs.
Believe me, I wish I could be.
No, don't get me. Yeah, don't.
I
misunderstand
have
me.
the fattest bull just ready the day this kid pops out.
I'm gonna bring it with me to the birthing center.
Is he out? Is he out? Sweet. And then you just like blaze it. 420.
Yeah. Fucking Bob Marley blasts in the background.
Oh man, let's do this. Okay.
So
I went to you didn't see it. I went to Yosefka's clinic. She was a crazy woman who would kill people if I sent them there, and I stabbed her, and I got this.
Wait, why didn't I see that? Where was I?
You were just talking about stuff.
Oh.
So there's this. The Great Relic, 1/3 of umbilical cord.
Oh.
Provost William sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one, by lining his brain with eyes, the only choice he knew if man were ever to match their greatness. So every time an evil god is born, it leaves behind some umbilical. I don't know. I know a lot of the story of this game, and even I'm kind of like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah.
But there's another. So there's 3 umbilical cords that you need in order to fight the final boss, and I'm gonna go and get the other one. I think I have time for that. Many an umbilical cord.
Okay, but next time we're gonna do the umbilical cord thing. We're over 10.
Okay. Next time we'll get the umbilical cord, and then also we're gonna go to Canehurst. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right. See you then, guys. Ka-chink.
Bye. Damn, these cats are so cute. Mainly mine.